Nobody can hear me? Nope, you guys?
No, wait, I can hear you, but
But stream can't hear me. Hmm. Let me switch the music off at least.
I guess I can't hear anything.
Oh no, I think I'm coming through the normal mic and game audio. Aki, can you say something?
Say something?
Yeah, okay, no, I think it's working, but it's all on the same channel, which is fine. And we're back. I love how the taste from the loop in the middle overlaps well with the top one. Hi, Lucy.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
should the Game Master maybe explain what the hell Tales from the Loop is? Are we even still in the starter set? Is this misleading?
Tales from the Loop. It's a tabletop game, pen and paper, and it's basically you playing in a sci-fi version of the 80s. You are a bunch of children that go on adventures. Some adventures are more like the Goonies, some are more like Stephen King's It, other ones can more remind you to Stranger Things, and it's up to the game master to a little bit design the world that the players have fun while they're playing.
Yeah, we've been chased by gremlin toys. Well, Mogwai. No, gremlin toys. Not the Mogwais, I think, never chased us. But yeah, dinosaurs and talking birds. So, what else can go wrong?
Nothing at all.
On this Swedish island with our friends from weird biological research, as well as Russian Secret Service, where Amy totally did not destroy a whole fucking weapons room with an umbrella.
Did not destroy anything.
Amy didn't do nothing. We established that.
Also, we're experts in stealing cats, baby dinosaurs. What else? Do we keep something?
Mystery plants.
Mystery plants, yeah.
Steal a talking bird.
Actually, yeah, we fucked up. That's the first animal we didn't. Did we? Did anybody manage to keep anything from last time? I don't think so. We're doomed to spend our vacation helping in a jewelry shop fixing. Somebody has to fix a car, for obvious reasons. But nobody managed to like succeed in their roles to keep something from last time, or did they? I had a boot knife, but I lost it. No, I don't think any of us.
Nobody was sneaky enough to keep their stuff.
I left the memory.
Yeah, we definitely have that. So, Sam, where are we timeline-wise now?
Since we last saw a brave bunch of kids, that was 2 months ago. They spent a lot of time repairing and doing stuff for the spy organization they met because Amy didn't do nothing.
Yes, didn't do nothing at all.
Was that our summer holidays gone?
We started in April. We are barely at the brink of the summer holidays.
Okay.
We're looking forward to soon getting there.
Good.
Waste our time helping out. Indeed, you will be so. Great.
But mostly you have your normal school days.
Not so good.
Normal.
After the school, you can work a little bit, and then you go in home to take care of your cats, your raptors,
Not me.
I am.
your mogwais.
That's these two.
How do we have to take care of the
Gizmo.
Mogwais? Aren't the Mogwais the ones taking care of us?
Yeah, fair
Don't
question.
put Gizmo together with the Mogwais, okay? Gizmo is totally
The
better.
same race.
No, Mogwais can be turned evil.
I mean, maybe you and Kai can have a programming off stand between the Power Glove and your Gizmo.
Well, if Kai knows long enough, I can kind of level my Mogwai up before we come to that.
No cheating! No cheating!
It's called using your
That's
skills.
teaching, that's improving.
I will try. I will tell the Russians to upgrade my gizmo. Please.
With the same functionality as the umbrella. Oh, our house is gonna get burned down to the ground. It's gonna make two dilapidated houses in the neighborhood.
It's just one gizmo. You can't do that much damage.
Yeah, it was
And
just one umbrella.
yeah, but there were a lot of other weapons that got triggered. I mean, I didn't do nothing. Nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
What is our little group doing?
Yeah, because I
Just
just.
out of curiosity, did they update their door security?
Yes, they have to have a child safety.
But not a power glass safety.
Who knows?
Hey, schoolyard. Hey, this is where I shot down the pterodactyl. With a baseball and my trainer. I love my anchor. Kevin Smith rules baseball.
There are people I don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a severe lack of me.
It depends.
You don't go to
Wait,
school. Wonder why
I did
that's a
say
lack
after
of
the
kids.
end of the last chapter that I would go to school.
He isn't there. Don't you see him? He just appeared out of thin air.
The things you can do with tinkering.
but
I
with,
guess-
school days, the school day over. The last hour that you had was a little bit of sport.
Who ruled?
Disgusting. I don't like them.
Are we even from the same family?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
We don't take after our parents at all.
No.
What are we going to do now? Get to the
Well,
junkyard?
I guess one of them is Marcella. Friend from the team, maybe. I don't know, we're just hanging out here.
So, your day at the sports at the school
there he is.
was very well going. You had a new student that is in Amy's class. She
Oh, I hate you, student.
was one of the best performers today at the sport. She's since 2 weeks in Amy's class.
Damn, she has my attention.
Oh, great.
Yes, can decide if he comes and pick the other up to go somewhere, or if he is still at the junkyard.
I'm probably waiting for them. I can do whatever they want. I'm just chilling.
Hello.
Probably busy training a raptor.
Not easy to train Tiamat.
Especially out in the open. But yeah, if nothing else is going on, I'm definitely... Oh no.
So, no, I explain what you're doing. I'm just preparing things.
That's fine. But I'm just like, I'm probably practicing either with the frisbee or I might be challenging the new girl to like do some sprint races with me.
I'm just sitting somewhere and hope my sibling
You
has
can
enough
do the sprint,
support.
or she will agree to that. And you can do the sprint race with her. I just then need a sprint from you.
Yep. That'd be fucking good. Oh yeah, I think my scared from last time is removed, right?
Everything from last time is removed. It's enough time
Did we?
passed.
Did we? Yeah, no, I put my lock back, or I never used my lock, I don't remember. So that's okay, the age is okay, so just making sure we have everything.
You
So-
got your luck back.
Last
Yeah.
time.
So I guess move is what you need from me.
Yeah.
Okay. 0 successes out of 7, that's a good start. Whew. Better get these out of the way now.
Oh my.
Spend luck.
That's
No.
because we didn't care
As
for you.
you starting running with her, you
Oh.
come to the come on, map is a little bit buggy today. I'm trying my best to repair that. As you coming to here, you see she is already almost at the end of the second line.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm
Bex,
well impressed.
go! Woo! Oh wait, Bex is getting beaten. Oh, Bex is getting beaten.
Fact is actually not that mad about it. So fun, nobody could beat me. I'll just make a mental note not to make a bet with her about this. But I'll probably try talking to her if nothing else happens until. It's up to you.
You can talk with people that are there, that is no problem.
Yeah, I just want to know where she's from, why she is she Swedish? Why did she come to our school? How does she like it? Does she need someone to show her around still?
Not at least curious, I think that will become my sister-in-law. God, how I imagine things will go.
I think I'm a bit young to get married. I'm 14.
What happened? Kai, we need to do something. Really fast.
We need to do something. What?
We need to
Kai is
stop Bex.
sitting there and reading, so you just have to fill her in on what she.
We need to stop Bex from marrying my new
Wait a second.
classmate.
Why should they marry?
But they understand each other too good. I don't like that. Something's wrong there. Who's this girl?
As- As you talk to her, you get her name. She is Eve.
Eve?
Anders. Eve.
Eve.
Eve Anders. She is from here. You just move that she's going now to this school.
Okay. Was the last school so bad? Fuck, that's not gonna work, is it?
She says to you, not really, just a little bit boring.
Oh, this one is definitely anything but boring. Trust me on that.
If you won't help me, I will do that.
Yeah, maybe.
I will jump off the bench and run to Sex. Sex, Ears is waiting for us. We need to go.
Where?
Now. We wanted to go to the junkyard.
Oh, I'll just look at Eve and be like, hey, you wanna come with?
No. I look at Sex like, are you crazy?
Maybe?
That's not. That's our hideout.
It is a cool hideout, and it's only cool if you can show other people how cool it is.
You don't even know her.
But you do, so what's so bad about her?
You don't know this woman. Girl. I'm sorry, girl. And it's a group decision, okay? You can't just say, yeah, come with us. To our hideout.
Are you saying all of that in front of her?
Are you having this discussion in front of the girl? Just curious.
Maybe.
her reaction.
So for Gears, as you arrive there, you see up in a corner, hidden behind the benches, three familiar faces, the three punks you met at where the dinosaur rampaged.
I'm just gonna ignore them for now.
Hey, it's a triggered. How are you doing? You're just gonna ignore the punks? To be fair, I hope no hard
No.
feelings. I just tried to get them eaten by a two Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Maybe.
It was self-defense.
Of course.
So, Gears, are you coming over or not?
I guess so, yeah.
It's Tales from the Loop. It's basically, I don't know if you want to explain it or me want to explain it. It's a alternate 80s version. We're all kids on an island in Sweden. It's usually set in the States or in Sweden. And, yeah, no, we've been chased by gremlin toys, by dinosaurs, and we had talking birds trying to kill us, and now we're in the new Mentress, so we're going to see what happens next. There's already new kids at school, so...
Yeah.
Hey, Gears.
Hey, Gears. See, Gears is already here, so let's go to the junkyard.
Hey, I've only been waiting for like a really long time, and I got bored, so now I'm here.
See, thanks. I told you Gears is waiting for us.
Call Kai. Kai is still with the nose in the book. Kai!
What?
So no help.
Guys, the worst.
Kai is barely like looking up from her book. It's like, so what? And then she goes on to reading again.
Okay, I'll just go and
Hi.
grab Kai.
Come here.
I'll just go and grab Kai. Like, well, apparently we're going. Apparently nobody's allowed to come with.
Give me that book. Fast.
I'm
No,
probably
it's
gonna take your book. Yeah, I'm just gonna run with it. I'm not allowed to flirt. Yeah.
You imagine Gears?
I'll look at Eve and I'll be like, see you later.
No.
Trying to be the cool old kid.
Amy
What,
doesn't
you or
like
me?
it at all.
That means you're going to your way to the junkyard.
Yeah. So the punks didn't do anything.
Without Eve.
No,
Yeah, without Eve. For now.
No.
I'll get that
Uh,
date.
I think the less people that know about the raptor, the better, to be honest.
Weren't you training her right outside the fucking sports center and sport field?
No, this is a junkyard.
Listen to.
So you left her at the junkyard when you came to fetch us?
No, I left her at home.
That was a complicated way though, going from from there to I don't know where the homes were anymore. I think so.
Yeah, bicycles. We can go anywhere.
Well, yeah. Jesus Christ, but still 15 kilometers from school to the junkyard. We're getting our sports in.
do you take the bus? Do you take your bikes?
Bikes.
Nice.
Bikes. We're taking our bikes. For sure.
Pretty sure Fax has a new one at this point.
Yeah, mine was probably eaten or trampled by a Tyrannosaurus Rex, by a T-Rex. Why do I even try to say the long version? Wait, oh, okay, so it's still 15.2 kilometers. It's not gonna change.
No matter what, we take a long time to get there.
Well, if you're always going to junkyard by
Well,
bike, with those all those kilometers, like also the bookworm is kind of fit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, again, how would we have outrun all these dinosaurs and whatnot? I was gonna say if everything's...
I was more sneaking and hiding and never ran.
I thought if everything's downhill, actually, it will be pretty fast, but that also means we have to go uphill all the time when we're going to school. So void that. So what's going on?
As you pass here, you see that 2 police cars and 2 ambulances passing you by.
No, we're not getting
Oh, what's
involved.
happening?
Opposite direction.
We're not getting involved.
Just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, no, no.
Yes, that's
Just
right
no.
idea. Just ignore it.
But it could be
Are we really
something the
going?
others can't handle, like always.
Look, if it's something that we get roped into, we're gonna get roped into it regardless if we want to or not.
Yeah, let's just stay out of it for as long as possible.
Okay. Fine.
Junkyard meeting.
Hold on then.
Jesus Christ. Amy. You didn't touch an umbrella anywhere, did you?
Russians and
Not
things
yet.
that don't belong in our time. I just wanna, chill out for a few days. We've been working for the last 2 months.
I mean, it was pretty chill in the jewelry shop. I don't know how your car fixing went.
The guy had no idea what he was doing with an engine.
Neither did you when you were driving.
I did, but
Well,
I
he was
previously
better
had
than
been
us.
shot in the head.
They didn't do nothing.
With a concussive dart,
For anyone,
as they called it.
yeah, no, it's. I think did we highlight or clip it? Like again, Amy destroyed a whole spy weapons arsenal room with an umbrella. That's what we're referring to.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, Kai is still waiting on a very important package.
On which package?
Well, there should be an umbrella drone with a print "Very Dangerous Umbrella Girl" written on it.
Yeah, Tiamat's grown.
Yes.
God damn. I have a lizard now.
Oh,
I'm not sure it listens.
right. I am at good.
Are the cats still
how
alive?
big is the
Nope, she
small
won't eat me,
scaly
that's all I know.
thing now?
Not fitting in the pocket anymore.
Oh, that's
Like
definitely
poor man to battle.
not pocket size anymore.
I hope he's not going to eat the cat.
Yeah, that's my concern as well. We might have adopted the cats in the meantime.
I mean, if you want, yeah, but she understands no, at least.
Yeah, but what if you're not around? Like I don't think we felt very safe with that. I think
And
Amy has
also
adopted.
She's grown up with the cats, so I'm sure there's mutual trust there.
I don't know. Want to ask the cats?
The
Heck, what
cats.
were you thinking, wanting to get this Eve girl here?
What? She seems chill and like I'm the sportiest of the
know
group.
her.
What's the harm having a second sporty person? Well, I want to
Yeah,
get to know her.
Why?
Do I really?
Enough for you?
How is that not
You'll
obvious?
understand when you're older, Amy.
What he said.
No, I understand. But I'm
Hey,
not
she's a new
okay
girl. I'm
with it.
curious. Like, we need more cool people at school. And if we can recruit them, all the better. Do you want, I don't know, some of the weirdos or I don't know, the upstuck.
The other weirdos.
I mean, other weirdos. they're not so cool weirdos. To insert her into that group, I'd rather she'd be with us then. But yeah, what are we doing here today? Except for training Tiamat.
Doing?
That was the wrong corner.
Avoiding the authority at all costs. Not getting involved in anything.
Do we hear more sirens passing by? Actually, I have no idea where the hospital is.
Somewhere. It's somewhere.
Anything else happening?
No, you manage with Gears to spend the first time that we play a nice evening together at the junkyard and trying Gears' plan. Avoid everything.
I probably have a frisbee specifically for Tiamat to play fetch with. I'm probably
we're
playing
gonna-
fetch with Tiamat.
Train the lizard so that it doesn't eat anyone.
Well, fetch might come in handy. Just saying.
Yeah, sounds like
Catch or fetch.
intelligent is it now?
What?
Is it still as dumb as a chicken? Or can it...
Oh, you should
There been
probably
some
roll
kind of-
some training.
reinforced learning? Like...
Yeah, wait.
Uh,
Or should I roll?
Roll me one comprehend.
Which one? Who of us? Guess?
Whoever wants.
That's
Well,
yours.
yes.
It's my lizard.
Yes.
Why do the
Oh, this could only go real badly. 2 whole dice.
Yeah.
getting there
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
why
Awesome.
you are you?
I mean, I would have had 4. Maybe I should have rolled.
I would have had 5.
I would have had 1 last session.
Yeah.
I went to 2.
Okay, Amy, just for fun, roll one time, also comprehend.
I mean, because she's been putting all the work in as well. Actually, I should fix your cam. We're getting all the shitty rolls out of the way, right off the bat. Great.
I'm so
Fun.
not okay with the situation that happened at the sport thing. You flirting with this girl?
I'm trying to get to know her.
Yes.
I haven't decided quite yet. I'm flirting, but yeah.
But for Gears and Amy, Tiamat seems more intelligent than a chicken, but we have no idea how intelligent he is capable.
Oh boy.
What his
Maybe
capacities
he's
would be.
fooling us. Like he's totally intelligent, but he pretends to
The
be nothing.
Velociraptor's tricking you all.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright
boy.
then, well, since I have no clue how smart it is, I'm gonna make an attempt to teach it, like, basic hand signs for certain commands.
More.
Fight.
I want to
Yeah.
see Velociraptor being like more. I think it's even clicking with the nails. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows sign language, I only remember a few things.
You can hold me a lead for that.
That's a little better than 2 dice.
I might have overtaken you with lead now, we'll have to see later. Because of this, that Amy and me have been pulling quite a few. Hey, that's better. Have been pulling quite a bit into lead as well.
He has no problem learning those new tricks and those hand signs.
Just like, stop, hide, and attack.
We're getting a god dinosaur.
Or is that too many? How many do I get to teach?
No problem, no problem. Those are good. You had
Sweet.
3 months, that's no problem.
Dinosaur's too intelligent.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the day Tiamat begins.
Wait, Tiamat turns on us, yeah. Oh well.
I hope at this point he remembers yes and I were always good to him and fetch with him. And Kai, I don't know, maybe read a book?
Yes.
I
About
think
how
I've
to
heard
train your
stories.
dog.
No.
Bedtime
You're
stories
playing
for the
Tiamat, you can
lizard.
do the training research. You're fully capable.
I'm just
of
playing with
training
Tiamat. These two are training. I'm just playing.
Training, loving, feeding. Okay?
How many fingers have I lost at this point?
None.
Awesome.
But blood might be a different question. How
Yeah,
many
I've probably
scars?
nicked plenty
And
of
you didn't
times.
ask toes.
You learned very fast with Tiamat. You cannot play with him like you play with the cats.
It's
Yeah.
more like a crocodile.
Yeah.
So where were our homes in? Were they somewhere down here near Apple Farmyard Hotel, or were they over here, or was that like Kai's grandma's house? Can you refresh my mind?
No, that was the location from the first quest.
Mm-hmm.
Your homes are around here. I don't know exactly at this moment the point.
Okay, but would we be heading down this main road on the way home? That's
Yes.
my question. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be on the lookout just to maybe Like, Fags is definitely gonna remember the sirens and be like, wonder if that's calmed the fuck down.
Yeah, Kai is curious too, but I still thinking about if the others are trying us to dodge any sign of problem. Like there's plot coming
At
our
least for
way.
today. At least for today.
Bye.
Tomorrow, yeah. At least for today. Apparently being curious about people is a crime, so I'm not gonna be curious about anything else.
Depending on which person's house you are.
Swear, little sisters sometimes.
I'm just gonna give Tiamat some screeches while everyone figures out what we're doing.
Well, I guess the sun is setting soon. If we
Still
spend
have
all afternoon.
a lot of way back home.
Oh, actually, no, it never fucking sets. It's summer. It never fucking sets.
I totally dropped that. Yay!
Just like 4 hours where it's like a bit dimmed, and that's it.
I wonder if it's covered in snow where we are actually.
Home at dark.
Not in summer, but it's definitely probably in the. Is it in the polar circle? It should be high enough to be in there. Watch Sam doing the research.
Yeah, sorry, that I cannot answer.
I guess I don't know where we. Yeah, that didn't help because this is a small map. They should have included that in the book. But yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Sun is up at least for a long, long time.
I think
very
Tiamat
least.
can run alongside us when we're on our bikes.
I'll have to get home. Or
Probably
Daddy
more
will.
than fast enough.
Probably faster than us. How are you running with a pedal strap through this town? Like, don't you have to
The
take like the
robot.
sneakiest fucking forest paths and hope you don't run into a jogger, because otherwise you'll have to have them eaten? Like, what is the stealth
Pretty
plan?
much.
You know, that's how you feed Tiamat.
I've not killed anyone yet.
Emphasis
I don't
on
want
yet. But like, how do you how do you avoid detection if you take it from the junkyard to your house and back and forth all the time?
There are a lot of trees around here.
Yeah, and nobody likes
Yeah,
jogging or
don't
biking.
go.
It's just canon. Nobody in this town likes jogging. Maybe since the
Not
T-Rex
after
is.
the events of the
I was
last
gonna
couple
say-
weeks, I don't think.
Or say you are training it for Halloween.
Sure, why not?
Agile robots.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
everybody knows that Gears has some screws loose, so yeah, that might just work. Okay, taking
Felt like we
animatronic.
had the screws in the first place.
Maybe a few more when the parents were still around, but yeah, we're taking your animatronic pet back to your home. So do we still hear some sirens on the way back somewhere around, I don't know, here, maybe?
Texter to this.
Nothing, we don't hear
Nothing.
shit. Okay, we're going home.
Useless. It's only gotten worse so far. I don't know if I'm ready for the next one.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, no idea.
Nobody knows.
I'm genuinely terrified.
So I think we're going
So-
home. Yep.
What could happen?
Fax, what are you doing this evening at home?
I know, I was thinking about, like, considering that a fucking buff-ass Russian spy threatened our dad to behave, I guess it's calmed down a bit at home, so... I think somewhere along the lines I said that I had an acoustic guitar somewhere, so I'll probably be practicing a bit on it, because apparently now I don't get slapped around anymore when I do that.
Amy, what are you doing this evening at home?
Well, take care of housework, I guess. Help mommy.
Bless.
Kai, what are you doing at evening this at home?
Me? Well, I
Easy
guess
cake.
trying some new fertilizer for my plant project and
Prehistoric plant project.
Huh?
The prehistoric plant project.
yeah,
Our ecosystem is doomed.
and yeah, otherwise reading on the bed, drinking hot chocolate, something like that.
Okay. Yes, what are you doing this evening?
Probably building some basic tests for the raptor. Like twist the handle to get the food, just to test
Oh,
its level of
puzzles.
intelligence. Yeah.
Cool. Is it smarter than a crow? We shall see. Oh, basically a test to
If
figure
it's
out
as
if it can
smart
use
as
a
a
tool.
crow,
Then it
don't
can
annoy
use
it.
tools. Then it knows how to use tools
Grudges.
to get to its snacks. Oof. Oof. A Velociraptor is already scared, but a Velociraptor that can use a fucking axe? Oof. I don't know.
Honey arms. Snack.
Like, how big are the arms of a velociraptor? Is it like the whole no arms, no cake?
No,
problem?
that's
they
T-Rex.
have-
They
Yeah, I
Their
know,
arms
but
are
it doesn't
decently
mean
long.
that she's the only one with an arm
they're
problem.
decent, but they have very long claws, if I remember correctly, right? Like
And
technically it
also
doesn't.
they're like stuck in a V because of their posture.
Don't forget, he can
They
press
only
a
stretch
button, and that
outwards.
could be the world's end.
No buttons
Worth
in your
it.
puzzles.
Worth it.
More like the
Totally worth it.
pulling at the right time one to the right position to unlock something. That's fine. Teach it to unlock locks that might come in handy.
Dios mío, they open
Yeah, and the
doors.
button is like is with electrocuting at a low level, so it
Yeah.
learns no buttons.
No buttons.
Poor thing.
I'll turn into like a Jurassic Park raptor. They open doors. It's figured out door handles.
I mean, the cats probably knew that already, so it's just watching the cats do it.
Taught it how to open doors.
I'm so glad my cats don't do that.
I
Yet.
bet the cat and the lizard are making a team later.
That's probably how there's nothing ever in the fridge. Like, whatever we bring you over as Tupperware dinner is usually gone because they've stolen it by now. You probably had to develop boxes that are raptor and cat safe.
The cats and the raptor are digging into my frozen lasagna.
No.
God damn it, not
Oh, the
again.
cats also take keeping the raptor warm. Like, are they?
Yeah.
Are they
They're all
eating
just sat in the
for
corner.
He's a
in
cat
big
bat.
pile.
Tiamat is the cat bat. Aww.
See, look, they're all best friends.
So
Crime.
do we have a peaceful night?
You have a peaceful night, and you
Holy
have a
shit.
Saturday in front of you.
Woo, no school. Oh wait, I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, couldn't we? Maybe we had a sleepover. Yeah. Or today we'll have a sleepover. Maybe at Gears. Because, like, yeah, yesterday parents might have said no, but we could be planning for a sleepover or something. So, we could do some shopping in town for snacks and stuff.
I bring the baked goods.
You bring the cake.
Crisps it is, and lemonade.
Got them sweets. The sweet stuff.
So yeah, we're probably meeting in town center and just like
And
buying
probably
stuff.
some butchered meat.
I'm sure we get some pocket money from our job, even though we have to do it because we fucked up.
We fucked up.
I'll take the
Yeah.
blame, you're my sister. I have to.
I didn't do nothing. Nothing at all.
Bitch, what?
Nobody stopped me. It's not my fault. I'm the youngest.
I couldn't stop you. I wasn't even in the room. I was checking out the clothing.
You were in the
No,
room. You were the
you
one that
had
got her
to.
up to the umbrella.
Oh fuck yeah! Sorry, that was afterwards.
Everybody was like, okay, when you want to test it,
Shit.
we are leaving this
I
room.
thought that's what it was to check out the shirts, but nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
I didn't
Okay.
even go in the room and I still got shot.
That's just pure talent, so.
I made it up, okay? I gave you a lot of sweets the last month. Like, please forgive me. not my
Don't
fault.
do it again, please.
Please forgive me and have some sweet
Oh.
corn next time.
Discord just.
What I did.
Oh, we froze.
So,
Yeah. Discord behave. Just give it a second, but we can still hear. It should. That's just my PC. It's never done it doing stream, but yeah, apparently Discord is vicious today.
those are awesome screenshots.
No.
Like in the shadows.
Just-
Life
I'm
is being
looking
consumed by the darkness.
concentrated at the build at the monitor. Gears is skeptical, and Amy cannot stop laughing.
There we go.
Hey, we're back.
Yay, we can live again.
But you go to the town center. Which
Mhm.
shops you want to visit?
The supermarket, I guess, and maybe the bakery. I know.
Stationery
Supermarket.
store and
Well, if we don't have a
Butcher.
supermarket, the candy store probably, and I don't know,
Why
some
would
small
you
town
want
shop.
to visit the bakery?
Sweet stuff.
We have my grandma.
I mean,
ultimate
okay.
grandma superhero of the town.
Okay. Okay, no bakery. Kai is just lugging the whole cake around. It's gonna melt on your bike.
He doesn't know what to do during the day. There's always fresh baked goods there.
Actually, now I like imagine there's like a whole fucking chain wrapped around Gear's fridge so they don't get it.
Or just a fucking chain.
Yeah. I mean, because I guess Kai might have deposited the cake at least first in your fridge. Because it's gonna be melted
No,
by the time we get
I
back.
think the lizard will learn how to lockpick.
Yeah. With that claw, for sure.
Candy shop.
Candy shop.
You go to the candy shop.
Yeah, no pun intended with the song.
There are no lollipops. This is the candy shop.
And no, I'm not saying that to Eve either.
Why is she here?
So,
Nope, not.
Who knows?
Well, Amy is not freaking out at the moment, so maybe not.
I don't know. Is she here?
You know, Fax is just at that age, like.
That's not what I have planned for your
I mean,
life,
if he's
okay?
getting testosterone, even more so the reason. Though in the 80s? No, actually, that's been around for longer than people think. So, is anything happening at the candy shop?
you go to the candy shop. You buy at least a little bit of candy that you have enough to get over this day with a lot of belly hurt.
Hey. I love that
With a
shriek
little
from
butcher.
You
Saki.
will get a few stomach aches when you eat all the candy.
Well, we're gonna
That's fine.
ration. We still need some tonight. But probably later today, yeah.
We need that to
There's not
fight
only
our
sweet
depression.
stuff,
I've
also, like,
perfected the mix of sweet and salty. Like,
yeah, salty and spicy.
yeah, I demand an 80s alternate version of like hot flaming Cheetos. So I've never had them in my life because we don't have them, as far as I know.
I demand some fresh meat for the lizard.
Yeah, we have to go to the butcher's, true.
I think.
Well,
we can
leftovers,
by
I
now.
guess. I think by now they're very concerned about the amount of leftovers you're demanding.
I wouldn't complain if someone was coming and taking all my half-rotting leftovers that I couldn't sell.
Well, it depends on how many
Okay.
people in town have pets.
You have enough
Take
people
all
with
of it.
pets, and we have the butcher already knows what Gears orders from the last time.
Every month it's a kilo more. No, like,
Maybe not this month because I think she's Probably reach peak size. Those things grow fast.
That's for him to decide.
So Gears goes to the butcher. Do all go with him, or do you stay outside?
I'll probably
While he
stay
buys
outside.
kilos
Stay
of meat.
outside, yeah.
I'm looking to see if who's in the street.
No, I left my sibling alone. I don't care. I will go in.
You see an older man that asking a few people around some question and shows people flyers.
I'll go over there. I'll be like, hey, what are you handing flyers out for?
What's worse than getting noticed by the authorities? Asking for fly.
He says, a missing child.
There's a kid missing? Okay,
Epic, no.
maybe I've seen him around. I'll definitely take one of the flyers. And like, does he look like disheveled? Like, how old are we talking? And like, what is he dressed like? Like hobo, or does he just look like the dad from next door? Definitely not like the dad from next door. Ugh.
You see,
Hi.
he also introduced himself as a doctor, Doctor A. Clef,
Eclef?
and he's
Eclipse.
We've made some, yeah.
and his child is missing. She went away from the hospital. She's very sick. If you see her, just call the number there.
Is there a picture of the child on the flyer?
Yeah, I'm looking for the.
I'm getting Stranger Things vibes, y'all.
I have a feeling
11.
Guy is dead. Guy is dead.
Eve.
You have too much hair, Ethan.
Yeah, it's molting season. Which that's an interesting question if your reptile also goes through molting season. Losing some of its scales.
I don't know. I
Because
tried to think
the
of this
meat
from an
scale.
outside standpoint, but I don't recall ever seeing anything about that.
Well, it would
Well,
be an
it's a
interesting
bit hard to
given
do
fact
research
if
about
the
that.
raptor is doing scales.
Yeah, but still, like, even lizards shed their skin.
In theory, yes.
So,
In theory, yeah, but we found fossilized footprints, but no like fossilized.
yeah, but its
bits of
skin.
scales.
But we understand how lizards work.
Yeah, and it's
Yes, but
still it's the
they're more
skin.
they're more closely related to birds.
Also, some eat it.
Yeah, but humans are more closely related to mice than monkeys. So it's kind of hard to say. DNA is a funny thing.
And to be fair,
Yeah,
yeah, a
that's
lot
the
of them
thing.
eat their discarded skin, so it would make sense that we don't find any proof.
We have no proof one way or the other. So
Because it would have
Yes, you
decomposed.
decide.
Are we sure he didn't just cut that out of a catalogue? But okay.
See that girl? It's not Eve. Thank God.
Actually, we don't
Not
know. We
Eve,
never
thank
saw a big
God.
picture of Eve. I don't think Eve had a character sheet yet, or does she? Screw the adults.
The main problem here with Tales from the Loop, none of the tokens have character sheets because you don't need character sheets. But Roll 20 demands character sheets to
Put in tokens.
organize the tokens. Otherwise, you just have handles that pop up. So it's always kind of messy to do the characters right.
No worries.
oh good.
Hold on. Eclef.
But you
Isn't
look
it?
at
Yeah.
if you see her, she's about 11 years old, almost 12. She's very ill. She just went away from the hospital, but she needs her treatment, otherwise she could die. So we searching for her over the town.
What
If you
does she
see
have?
her,
Yeah, I was also gonna ask, like, what is she like spitting blood or something?
he looks at you. A very rare form of cancer.
How is it called?
Genetics.
Genetics is not a cancer. That's more a biology subject.
You cannot cut it when you just with her. It's not infectious. It's just she needs treatment.
We, well, I didn't want to know if it's infectious. I want to know what she has.
I guess cancer.
In the meantime,
Cancer.
Fags is pocketing the fly and looking really smug at Kai. This doctor having this conversation.
Which part of the body, and like, is it a good one? Is it a bad one? How fast it is growing? What
It-
treatment has she gotten?
He looks at you. A very bad cancer, and it's in her brain. So she does not know where she is most of the time.
Hey guys, what's going on out here?
What is the treatment you are doing on her?
I'm filling the others in the meantime.
Anything involved?
Helping her with the pain that she can at least sleep.
So you're drugging her up?
Helping her with pain.
I'll say that
and
pretty loud.
Helping
We-
her with the disease.
We're helping her with the pain. There's nothing the medicine here can do for her.
Oh, okay. If you're sure about that.
Guys, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll fill you in on the side while I let Kai take a piece out of this doctor.
Well,
Yeah, well, Kai is done. Basically, what my thoughts are from this is, if they only thing they can do to help her is
Bullshit.
ease the pain, as long as she has no pain, if you meet her, she's fine. So,
Basically
Hey,
bullshit.
clear cut case, I would say. Either
Fancy
he's
looking
talking a lot
Dr.
of
Guy.
bullshit crap, or if she's running away and they can't help her anyway, there's no reason to return her.
Yeah.
Hey, flyer guy, do you have anything that belongs to her?
Because Giz has a very
He
good dog.
looks at you a little bit creeped out, and he turns around and goes. He gets belittled by
Alright
a little
then, so
girl,
much for
and
us
the
solving
next
your
guy that comes
problem,
out,
jackass.
you have something that belongs. You see, he just looks one time back to you.
When you creep out the creep.
I just give him a middle finger when he looks back at me.
This would also be a nice suggestion.
It's really hard to have a good time with us as an adult. We don't tolerate many.
Know how to handle it.
We only tolerate Russian spies, but that's it. And scientists.
Yeah, not a spy, get out of here.
And dinosaur specialists, that's about it. And Kai's grandma for cake. Oh my god.
Yeah, but you can clearly say she's buying affection, right?
We will become super evil criminals with a pet dinosaur when we're grown.
We don't give two shits.
Let me say, someone that immediately assumes that isn't probably much better themselves.
So, you finally decided to get involved in what happened yesterday, huh? Because I'm pretty sure the sirens we heard were for this case.
Yeah, but we saw
What's
two
got up after all of
ambulances.
you?
He knows what happened.
But yeah, we should keep an eye out for this girl and not return her to Sander.
Is is there someone somewhere in the flyer like which hospital she ran from?
Yes.
Is that like a private institute?
It's a private institute. It's what means private? It's not. It's a private institute. Normally, you need to pay a lot of money to get in the hospital, and it's for the criminally insane.
Rehab center, cool. It's not Holden.
And it's a teenage girl out of a criminal rehab center with cancer.
Actually, yeah.
They only cure with painkillers because they can't help her otherwise. Like, how stupid does he think we are?
Very
We
apparently.
have a living homing missile, but they don't need to know that.
Mm.
Alright,
They
let's
can
get
continue to
here.
think I'm a creep if they want. It just means they stay away from us.
Okay, so let's wrap up the shopping, but also stay on the lookout for this girl. And think about where she might be hiding successfully, because, like, we're pretty good at that too.
Factory? Maybe.
I mean, she's probably not at the junkyard because we were there all day yesterday. Unless she's really good at hiding.
Might be.
It's not like
Can't
we were
hide
looking.
from Tiamat.
Yeah, but don't you think Tiamat would have, smelled something?
Yeah, but would he have
Focus on
cared?
He would at least have perked up. I'm pretty sure we would have noticed, but who knows? I mean, we can also go and check the junkyard again. Does it say the name on the flyer? What she's called?
Yes. It's a Russian name. I just need to look it back up.
A Russian name.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you pronounce this?
How about we like talk to our Russian jewelry shop owners and ask them if they know anything about this girl?
Also, I don't remember what I said, but you can take away the question mark on his name because I did last time get his name right, but I don't remember what I said.
Dimitri, I think it was.
It was Dimitri, yeah. Like, because now we know that just from pure fucking instinct. I mean, which is a Russian or a Greek name, really.
Sister.
Sigurd. Oh, Stefansdottir. That's Icelandic. Ha. Okay, we know what her dad is called. Cool. Well, his name starts with an A. He's definitely not Stefan. Because I think as Swedes we would know that Dottir means daughter.
I think that we should get
Let's
this
get
stuff
involved.
away.
But that's a
the
band, Sigur Rós. Mildly confusing me.
best place we have for leads is probably the institute itself.
Oh, you want to waltz in there right now after we pissed leading research doctor off already?
Who said we had to go in there? You just have to look for the site of the breakout.
I mean, if you're trying to find like a piece of fabric that's maybe stuck to a fence that you can give to Tiamat, so Tiamat can just find her, sure.
That's my best idea.
I mean, we can also loosely look around town. We have spare time anyway. But I think if she was in the city centre, she would have been found by now. She's got to be smart enough to stay low.
Yeah,
We have a
but could
pizzeria?
check all possible hiding spots we know around town.
I mean, middle of the forest. She's been gone since yesterday. She would have needed water. At the very least, ideally. Unless she took some with her.
All I'm worried about is this nearly 12-year-old, and she's in a lot of danger either way, whether what he says is true or not.
Yep. Things are popping up on the map.
Because you said you look around town, so
Yeah.
I'm literally putting a few people that you know on there where you would find them to make it a little bit easy that you do not need to say, I'm going there, going there. Is there somebody? Is there somebody? Because you know the town, you know how you would look, and you can choose which direction you would go.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're
logically.
all going together or if we're going to split up. I don't know, I'd be likely, based on the name, to go and talk to Beverly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, at least inform her, like, yo, something's going on again, and it seems fishy. We might call on you.
I think I've just realized that we've turned into the most loose Scooby-Doo crew. We have a raptor instead of a dog.
We are Tula.
Gears is
And the meat of
Shaggy,
Scooby snacks.
Fex and
Yes.
Amy and Daphne and Fred, and Kai is Velma. We literally Scooby-Doo.
It's so true.
What's happened?
Yeah,
A lot.
and you define just now the Scooby snacks.
Oh my god. Please not.
Well, that's the title for the YouTube episode as well as the stream. Next stream.
It was not my intent.
Neither ours,
But it's also amazing.
we're literally playing them, yeah. Oh god.
It's just I heard the word split up and it was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh god, that's awful. But I love it. So should we split up?
Or do we have a pager by now? Were pages were a thing in the 80s already, weren't they? Or at least in this one, because we could just page Beverly instead of always finding a telephone. Because that could save us some time. Like, have you heard about the missing girl? 3 hours later, typing all that shit in, like, seems fishy.
We really need mobile phones.
Walkie-talkies. We already said we had walkie-talkies ages ago, I think. But, like...
I think
Did
Gears is
we
gonna
still have
go.
them or did we have to get them back?
Gears has probably built, like, a mini antenna somewhere so that the original 12 kilometers of the walkie-talkies is now extended, like, tripled or something.
I'm gonna go talk to the people from home office with Tiamat.
Yeah, because you probably have to price them
You
of the
need enough
situation.
eyes, no problem. You could, without any problem, communicate across the town with your walkie-talkies to each other.
So who wants to do what? You go to home office because you're with them, in regular contact with them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are splitting up now.
No, we can do 2 and 2, or we can do 4 individuals. It depends on who. But the thing
I
is,
will not go alone anyway, you guys. I will get into trouble.
see, I don't think that was a Gunther or Gunnar is gonna be much help.
I don't want to see him after breaking his car.
I was thinking that too. That's
I
the one
might
person
fix it as
you don't
well,
want to go
but-
talk to.
I fixed it, but I also broke it. So
Yeah.
We broke it.
Wait, isn't that one of the new kids? That's one of the new kids that was around. But you wouldn't know that she's there. Maybe me and Amy. Should we do this side of town?
Right?
Yeah.
We can.
Basically, talk to the Russians. I mean, Russian name. They might be on their own mission to find her, so it might be a race against the clock. Let's just find out, I guess. Kai's probably gonna go with Gears.
Maybe.
Or are you
What
gonna go on your
exactly
own?
what was Gears planning to do again?
talk to the people from home office that help.
Gears is going this way. Yep.
Home office security, okay, yeah. Why not?
And demonstrate what I've managed to teach Tiamat as well.
I mean, you might
Oh,
run
no.
into her anyway. him. But yeah.
It's Rachel.
Oh right, yeah. Is she even in this list? I don't think so. But yeah.
She is at the skate park, so if you would go there, you would every time meet her.
Should she be in the... Oh, she's there, right.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's split up.
I'm gonna go to Beverly first. She's way more capable.
Possibly go wrong.
You blah,
Oh, where did you put gears? Gears is up here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the Home Office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like too much zoomed out. So I'm like, okay, who's there?
I also bring the lizard with me.
I guess, how are you doing?
Hey, so I've been training the big guy a lot. Got her to listen to some basic commands, and I demonstrate those like the sound commands. So it's like clap and click, certain in a certain series for certain things.
You still manage? Are not too dangerous?
So far, yeah. But anyway, right, to the reason we're here. Kai, I think you have a better grip on the situation than I do. You want to explain?
Well, there's some weird kind of suspicion looking dude looking for a girl who supposedly ran off from a high security prison for criminals, but she's only 11 and apparently has cancer, but they're not treating her for anything, only for pain. But if she was running away from pain medicine, there is no sense at all. So Kai puts out one of the flyers like, do you know about some creepy dude looking for this girl and why they are looking for her?
Connor tells you. We know that she is missing. We know there was how did they call it? An accident at that hospital, but as we get the police report, Lester almost lost his mind. See, Lester still thinks it's a prank, so we are not involved with it. And they sending in this moment some guys from an insurance company there with the police to investigate the claims that the security guards make.
What claims did they make? I mean,
That
you think
12 reindeers came in with a sled, and that Santa Claus broke into the hospital.
and stole an 11-year-old girl who is on pain meds.
Exactly. So that was the official police report for Leicester, and he very much liked it because we no longer are April. And even if we do that on the 1st of April, he still does not find that funny.
Yeah, but
It's a
isn't it
Christmas
like half a year
miracle
too early for Santa to
in June.
be running around here?
Basically, we think the guys that were there were intoxicated with something, and they need to investigate what. I would not go to that hospital. They cleared up everything. So I got noticed 5 of the patients are escaped.
And they're really looking for one.
What what do you know about the other patients? Like, is this girl one of them?
The girl should be one of them. I don't know much on it. As we looked it up, most Abby and my we are not we are consultants, so we don't get every clearance. And as we tried to look up if that would fall under our cases, it's not falling under our cases because we have access tonight on all the information.
So
The
it's like you don't have the power to look into it because it's like above your pay grade.
Abby looks at you. Yeah, I know. It is fucking stupid. We are the two of the smartest guys that are working there, and we cannot look it up.
Well, as much as I love Lester, I don't think I want to get on his nerves. Thanks for your help. We'll be going. Unless you have any more questions.
Not at the moment, but I'm sure they will come.
We can get hold of these guys whenever, right? We can get hold of you whenever, right, guys?
Yeah, you have our number, and in this moment we're testing a few things. We will be for the next 2 days a little bit around here.
So just out of
Awesome.
curiosity, if you find anything out that you didn't, are you interested?
Personally, Lester is on over 100. If you find something out, that would be nice because he's already a pain in the ass if he's normal. And I think those guys playing something on him, and it's not funny, and you see his nerve break. It's funny to see Lester's nerve break, but it's bad when you're working that day.
Okay.
Let's just also recall that he does not like kids.
He loves Amy. He doesn't know it, but he loves Amy.
He did drive you home. He does not love you, but if he tolerates you, that's a step up from every other person. If he drives you home, that means he can tolerate you.
Yeah, I think good time to see what the other two and if they've made any headway.
So we're coming past one time to Fax and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to Beverly?
Yeah. For once she's at the motel.
Mm. As you come to the motel, you see to the window that she has in this moment a discussion with another guy.
What does this guy look like? What is he wearing?
A medicine kittle. And he has a weird choice of jewelry.
Can we try to sneak into the motel to eavesdrop?
No problem.
You better roll well.
It's not my best
Sneak.
thing that I can do.
It's not my best thing either, but that's the decision we made. You have one success, good. I have another success. Yes.
You managed to sneak
Yes.
in. You know where to go in.
It was so good.
Beverly would realize that you are there for her skills. You are a little bit still too obvious.
That's fine.
But she does not interrupt you. She lets you go in. The other person does not see you.
Yes. Eavesdrop mission commence.
That's the fucking word.
Are we doing
Most
this?
what
Nobody
most
knows.
what they're talking about is in Russian.
Ah, fuck it. It actually learned some Russian. I mean, we were working for them.
We probably have picked up some keywords, yeah.
You learned some keywords, and you see the male person there has very much problems to speaking Russian.
And I'm
He
sure
speaks
Beverly's gonna be
with a-
nice. And
with a very heavy American accent.
okay. I'm sure she's gonna drop in some keywords in English now that she's realized that we're around.
Oh, maybe
Saves
not,
her
because
some
she's like,
time.
oh no, not this shit again.
Well, she knows we're gonna ask about it, so the question is she gonna save herself some time, yes or no?
Some keywords you will recognize in Russian where they talk. A giant lizard.
Not our little girl.
Which and other words like danger and robotics.
Okay.
That's the most words that you understand, that you heard enough times where you were there. And the other one, weapon.
Oh fuck.
Away from me.
So, I mean, I'm not there, but just what I gathered from what you were telling, it's like we have a problem with big,
Yeah, for weapon.
hairy
Giant
tail,
robotic lizard
robotic
weapon.
weapons running around.
Vedma is witch. Okay, Vedma we can definitely understand. Apparently now. Okay.
Wait, giant robotic lizard which that is dangerous.
Yeah, think about it. There is a Santa Claus. There is a witch. There's a
Well, we don't know about the
giant
Santa Claus story, so we're very confused by witch.
So, as he leaves, Beverly comes to you. I'm very sorry for that. I just had a visitor.
No
What can I do
problem.
for you?
It might have to do with your weird visitor. Also, what did you mean by a weird sense of jewelry? Like, what are we talking about here?
Like an amulet that he has around the necklace, like this.
We're gonna have to seal that.
I call it. It's a cult.
Yeah. But we're like, there's some really fishy search for an 11, 12-year-old girl going around, and the guys who are looking for her look creepy, like that guy?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very bright mind, a colleague from another organization. Very helpful one, but they have also other ones here, and some are not so helpful. I got explained that we have no jurisdiction there and we should stay out of it.
Cool. We don't have any jurisdiction, so where do we go?
She looks at you, not into danger. You're still kids. Thank you for all the help from last time, but I cannot send you into willing danger.
Oh, you're not sending us.
Why
We're just
you are
finding
here?
it.
It finds us. It's not our fault.
Don't worry, I'm counting on it. You will get information, no problem, but I will not send you into any danger.
That's fine.
But last time I don't did put you in a we put you in a room where you had to play, eat, drink.
I played.
Our stuff
Gotcha.
and a cast.
I
So,
played.
what do you need?
What is about a giant lizard which
Yeah, what's
that
that about?
is a
That's
robot
dangerous.
and pretty dangerous.
Like, can we get the full translation, or do you want us to run amok in town with the bit that we got? Which I don't recommend, but
Full translation I cannot give you. Things I can tell you that would not put you into danger, because if they knew what that you would understand the whole conversation, that would be very bad. I know your Russian is not that good.
working on it. Now very determined. Vex is definitely making a note of like, oh, I'm gonna get time.
I'm learning
Somebody,
Russian.
somebody messed up. Somebody got people did break out. People, as far as I understand it, experiments were conducted on them. Bad experiments.
Never heard of good ones.
It depends on the end result. Penicillin, the experiments for that was very bad, but the end result was good.
That's right.
It's always debatable. Yeah.
Main problem is 5 of their experiments are now on the loose. They do not know where.
5?
They 5.
One is a giant lizard.
And they're just looking
One is
for
a witch.
one?
No. The
Publicly?
giant lizard is not on the list.
Are they talking about our lizard?
No, not your lizard. Your
Okay.
lizard is small compared to the giant one.
Another T-Rex?
I like that.
I
But
hate
he's
getting
not on
chased
loose.
by T-Rex.
The problem is, three are not the problem. Three will soon or later turn up. The two are the problem.
The witch and a
Two
robot?
children. Poor things. One kind of confused, blonde blue hair. As far as I get told, weird sounding name, Icelandic name. And another one, a child, but not really a child. A robot running around thinking is a child.
Amy, are you just whispering or are you actually saying something because I didn't hear anything?
I'm just whispering.
You're just mouthing. Well, what?
Oh my god, that's a fucking robot!
But like what we ran into in the factory with the gremlins, maybe?
No, that was primitive compared to that.
Oh fucking hell!
See, the problem
Oh
is,
wait. We met.
you know the chips
Android,
that you
like-
found from the researcher?
Yeah.
Uh,
That caused trouble twice now.
Imagine, do you know what bootleg is?
As kids, probably not.
Okay, let me explain.
Kai
See,
would know.
you have an original, and you have somebody that makes a sheep replica. Now imagine the sheep replica is very dangerous, and now
it's
the
not from China.
original is free.
The original was already fucking dangerous. Yikes.
No, that was the bootleg.
Oh god. I don't know which one I like more.
The chips were a prototype for the weapon grade design for the gremlins.
Yay. Hold on. What? Nobody can beat me in sports. What if Eve is that robot chick?
Oh wait.
That would
Now
explain
you're
that.
talking, Eva.
No, I still like her, but that would explain it, and it would
Breakout.
reinstall my honor.
Maybe some
The
people.
question is one of
the
the breakout or not. I mean,
Okay, maybe we should. I don't know how long this conversation takes, but if we manage to, we're probably gonna try and maybe follow that dude.
The level 2. If you find a girl, a few people are looking for her. If you find the blonde girl, call me. I call my friend. You can take her to a safe place. There are other people out for looking for her with other solutions.
Okay, noted.
Like I say, get told to stay out of this one. I would
Yeah.
say to you, do the same.
For the record, you warned us. Got it.
No. For the record, this conversation never happened.
And that, yeah.
All the other times I warned you, but in this case, I'm not even here. I do not know you.
We did. Not
We never destroyed anything. Bye!
I did not do nothing.
We were just gonna like it.
Well, we figure out
He
what to do
looks
next
at
time.
Amy. That's just for this one. I see you back after the school's summer vacation start.
I desperately need to go to the toilet, so I'll be back in a minute while you guys figure out.
No problem.
We'll probably take a break
So
anyway.
5 minutes.
Exactly, we're
And
gonna
then the
take a
cigarette.
break. Figured. So, communal break. Be right back after these news. And we're back. And
Yay.
cut the music.
So,
Shish. Blame Xeno.
They can hear
He
us.
took too long.
Yay!
Coffee, I guess.
No, I was on the toilet for that long because I'm not very well.
I don't think we need that info on stream.
Well,
Now you
you
have
asked
it.
for it.
now we have it.
You have the reason.
Now we deal with it.
But we
That's the
don't
question.
need any more
I
details.
don't have
Okay,
any blooper sounds.
For other info that we maybe need, Gears and Kai, where you going next?
I guess to meet up with the others.
Or do you want to try the girl in the skate park? I mean, it's not that far.
I don't think we've ever interacted with her.
Yeah, okay.
As
That's,
you go a little bit the street up,
And I think last time someone spoke to her, she hit him in the face with a skateboard.
that was Julie.
Yeah. That's our impression of her. Yes.
Yes,
So I'm a little scared of her, to be honest.
that's good. As you go the street up, you see that Tiamat reacts to something.
okay.
What's up, girl?
You see his behavior is a little bit more aggressive than usual.
Hey, what's going on?
And you see him run a little bit in the woods.
That was just a
All right,
little
well,
bit.
guess we're following the lizard.
Yeah.
Come on, I just grab Kai by the wrist and start bolting.
After a
Oh,
while,
damn
he stays at a point, goes a little bit down, and like you would see a dog that
Sniffing?
smells somebody who he does not like, is his reaction.
So he's
You
curling
hear
up his snout.
voices over, and you see where you are still trees. Over the next one, you would see a hill. Let's go a little bit down. Do you want to sneak up front to check it out?
What do
Yeah,
you
I
think?
guess check it out.
Okay. I'm also gonna issue the snap command for hide to Tiamat.
Yeah. You get a +2 for stealth. You're getting Tiamat. You get that bonus from Tiamat at that moment.
Yeah,
A little bit better than you.
it's because I have nothing in step.
Welcome to the club.
Woo!
Where is the
Sneak.
sneak there? Okay. Can I use anything I have for stealth? I guess the Mogwai doesn't help, so maybe not.
Need to try, or you can let Gears go alone and wait until he returns.
Nah, that sounds too reasonable.
Kai stands for a few seconds there. Question, go. No, too reasonable. Okay, then.
Why would I stay behind? Follow.
And you manage you sneak also. As you both go over the hill stealthy, you hear more voices yelling. And as you are barely over the hill, you see a few men standing there with their weapons drawn. You see one person you saw this morning, even this day, and you see another person standing next to him that you already met one time.
Isn't she?
Dinosaur lady?
Yeah, and you see how a girl around 16 years old tries to run away from people that look like they would be in a SWAT unit, and you see how they starting firing at her.
I think the guy should get the girl with the skateboard.
Rachel!
You see that they scheduling the afterwards the girl to the girl getting up. You hear little bit about the conversation from your height. You get not detected, and you hear she asking him, "Is that the white one?" He says, "No, one of the targets, but not the one we're looking for."
Okay. While they were shooting at the girl,
Yeah.
is it possible that the Mogwai recorded the shooting sound?
Yes.
Okay, the Mogwai should triple it, and I'm thinking about maybe getting them away from the girl if they think like they are thrice or fourth the amount of people shooting than they were shooting. Gears, what do you think about the idea?
Well, can we see the girl? Is the girl dead?
You can see the girl is dead. She got shot by 6 people.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to sound later.
Yeah, I'm sure those will come
About
in
the
handy later. But
Mogwai, I want them to record the whole scene, so like
That's no
evidence
problem.
recording from a phone.
Yeah.
I think we need to get to the rest of the escapees before they do.
Yes, and we should go before they see us.
Head to skate park.
What did you
I
say?
just
Head
I
to the
clap
skate park.
for Tiamat to follow, and we run.
Yes, no problem.
Hi, are we in over our head?
Aren't we always?
Not as dangerous as a T-Rex trying to kill you. Or a lot of
We just
birds
watched
trying to
someone
kill you.
die.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Let's just find the others quickly.
Yeah.
You making your way to the others?
You mean us?
Yeah.
Although-
No to you guys.
We are the others.
Well, we were trying to shadow Mr. Chunky Jewelry.
Oh yeah.
I think once we get back to the main road, me and Kai will walkie-talkie you guys. So like
Yeah,
when
and
we're
then
here.
back on the bikes and go for it.
Actually, good point, yeah.
Yeah, guys, we've got a bit of a situation.
You hear your walkie-talkie going as you trailing the guy with the jewelry, and you see that he is going to an alley where it looks like he has stolen something.
He has what?
Saw
Later,
something.
later. We
He's
don't
seen
have time
something.
for this.
Seen something. Sorry.
Yeah, Amy,
I
just
turned
you pick up. I'm gonna follow the dude into the alley.
Yeah, I will be like, I don't have time for this right now, and turn the
Someone
walkie-talkie
just
off.
You see a girl that looks like that.
High tangles.
Going
No, it doesn't.
very slowly to him. Everything will be okay. Come with me. Uh, Nobody is angry at you. She looks at him, not going back, and you see she has something like a photo camera with her. You see the flash of the photo camera, and you see she is gone.
What?
You see him,
No
he
trace.
taking just walkie-talkie out. Subject was here. Uh, she escaped. Did any of you two make progress? And you hear just from walkie-talkie a male voice, no. Another female voice, no. And just he said, we need to be faster. Clef is already on his assertion for determination. We need to find the others. You see how he's look around as would he look where she could have gone.
We're ducking behind a dumpster or something in AP.
I need a stealth for that.
Which would be, we don't have stealth in this game.
Sneak.
Sneak. Yeah,
Sneak,
sorry.
okay. I figured, but just to confirm.
Oh, I am really sneaky.
I mean, one worked on him before.
You see, after a while, he gives up. He has no clue where she lives, and he goes to the street. Up here, you see him turning the corner here.
So after him, or do we go into the where the girl?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try actually going into the alley. I'm gonna check if there's any like fire ladders going up or something that she could have quickly made an escape to the roof or something. I mean, she must have gone somewhere.
I think me and Kai are probably on our way down this road now.
I'm turning the walkie-talkie
You don't
on again.
see anything where she could have been,
And it's a dead
but
end.
you can roll an how it's called. Yeah, long time
Investigate?
intense from the loop.
Investigate?
Yeah, investigate.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
I
do
want to
this.
investigate too.
Yeah, because you have Gizmo for it, I guess. Gizmo probably has like an infrared camera or something. I have 2 successes without a Gizmo.
Then I don't do anything. I will walkie-talkie Chris and Kai. Okay, guys.
Out
we
of
have
4,
time now.
4
Fax
dice, I have 2.
finds a Polaroid where she sees
He sees
Kai's grandmother serving a girl cupcakes.
this girl.
Grandmaster.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna hold that up to Amy like, I have no idea what's going on, but she might be at Kai's grandma's.
What is it? Something freaky ability? Like she takes a picture and. it
But also,
sounds
how
like
did the
the-
dude not pick this up or give 2 shits about it? I mean, we know who this
Maybe.
person is.
You
found
found it with your investigation of 2. It's not bad. You saw that it's
Dude is an
hard to
idiot.
see.
It probably
Really
fell
see.
underneath a dumpster or something.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, okay,
cool.
I like, hey guys, we have time now.
We need to
Okay,
meet at
then-
Kai's
okay.
grandma's.
Yeah.
No time. Meet there.
What? Stop. Thanks. What?
I'm already running.
Someone just got shot by 6 armed men right in front of us.
Oh my god. Was it one of the
One
5
of
people that have
these-
gone missing?
And guess who was there?
Kai's grandma. Because that might be another person that gets shot. Can we talk there?
It was
The pervy old man.
fancy doctor from this morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we figured that
Oh,
one
these
without you telling
guys-
us. Can we meet there?
Yeah,
And
okay.
someone else from the dinosaur
meet
time.
at Kai's grandma's because we might find another person. That has magical powers!
It's the only lead we have. Well, or like a magical photo camera or something. Let's go. To the bikes.
Kai's grandma. To the cake, I mean.
You guys only know about
To
2
the-
of them, right? From Beverly.
No, she
No,
told us about
that's
5.
5.
Oh, I know.
You might only. I don't know if you guys knew that it was more than her.
Oh no, we were told there were 5.
Well, we all got the same info. Let's go.
Except you guys don't know it was Santa Claus.
Yeah, we don't know about
that they are
illusions.
experiments.
No.
You go to Kai's grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's the only lead we have at the moment.
Mm.
So as you go there, Kai,
Yeah.
your grandmother looks at you. Ah, you just missed your friend. She was here. You did not tell me that she would coming.
You have more
Uh,
friends than us?
Is it the first time I missed her, or was she here
Where
more
did she go
often?
to? Did she look like this?
Yeah, she called what was it? Iris.
Iris. Okay.
A very sweet girl.
I'm sure.
Where did she go?
Yeah, a few minutes ago she said she cannot wait until you come back. I asked her, do you need to wait for Kai? Do you want a cupcake? Do you want some from Coco?
Did
When
you?
tell?
She said yes. I mean, you want those, so it's I make more.
Did you take a picture
we
here?
really need to find her.
Where
because
have we put Tiamat at this point?
Outside? Shed?
Tiamat is
Shed?
Tia's responsibility. You said
That's
you
the
didn't
I
do
just
it.
Where the
think
hell?
We
Maybe you stayed
mentioned
outside.
having Tiamat anywhere, and Gears and Kai are a little bit out of it. So if the others didn't stop us bringing Tiamat, I don't think
Met
we
up.
thought about
Not my
Tiamat.
problem.
There's
We
now
met
a
up.
raptor in Kai's grandma's house.
Yes, there's a very
Strange dog.
strange dog.
I knew she'd say that.
It's a robot.
I thought we said that. Yeah. It's a Halloween dog. Mhm.
Pet robot.
Gears is very visibly shaken. He is shook.
Did she take a picture here? Perchance. I'm looking around if there's another Polaroid.
Another investigation. The grandmother does not know if she took one.
Guys, help me.
Hey, finally.
Help me!
Can I use Gizmo?
Yes.
Because you know what you're looking
Can
for.
you do it?
Oh. That's it.
Amy finds, after a long search under the table, Polaroid.
What's on it?
You see a picture of, with a girl that's near the coast. You know the place that's where you the first time attacked by birds.
I don't want to go there.
So,
That memory.
That's kind of distance, right? I mean, how?
we gotta find her first, and then we can talk about how.
What? But you guys said we
Yeah,
go.
but
We go where we
how
don't
far
talk
away
about
that is?
Christ's grandmother. I'm good,
Again?
my grandmother.
So are we sure we want to get involved with this?
No, but now we are.
I just watched a teenager get gunned down by 6 people. This is crazy.
He's right.
Heavily said that we shouldn't get involved in this, but when you say, but when it's true what you say, this girl is in really, 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 really,
Her life is at risk.
yes.
Oh, fuck's sake.
As you go out from your grandmother's, you see
I want this
on
umbrella.
on the end
Now.
of the road, you see the 3 bullies from yesterday. You see one has an arm broken, the other one has bandage around his head, and the last one comes with a broken leg.
Oh God, what happened to you guys?
Look at the first one looks at you. Shut up. And just goes. You see, they go with shame past you. Regardless what happened, you missed something yesterday.
Why do I have a feeling Eve is just source of this?
Doesn't matter. We need to save Iris. Okay, Wait, information gathering.
We need to
What
go
has
and find
she
Iris,
found
yeah.
out besides?
How the fuck does Iris know about Kai anyway?
She has a
I
magical
don't
She
camera
know.
that
didn't stumble in
teleports.
here and make an excuse the second she figured out the woman had a granddaughter.
Mm. Maybe or maybe not. Yeah, if there's framed pictures around, otherwise it's still a gamble.
If it's Kai's grandmother, he was probably like, "Oh my, are you a friend of Kai?"
That's the other possibility, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think we should go after her unless we want to split up for other reasons again.
There are guys shooting people. I don't think we should split up.
We need to stay together.
To the beach! After, I mean, it took Amy a while to find it. In the meantime, we had chocolate and hot chocolate and cake again.
Thank you.
Gears
for
hasn't
helping.
touched anything.
We were looking, but like I probably rather was more likely to knock something over and then expertly catch it.
I'm petting Gear's head because he looks pretty sad and psychology damaged.
Traumatized, yeah.
Like we've seen crazy stuff happen, but I don't think we've ever seen anyone die.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I guess
saw
it's
a lot
stuck
of
again.
animals getting slaughtered by birds. That was not nice.
Yep. No worries. Discord's gonna
We're
come
frozen
back.
again.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just give it. It always takes like a minute for random reasons. That's why I need a new computer.
I guess we're heading to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but if it gets dangerous, guys, we need to get out of there. Not like always.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I just
No, that
looked
looks
two
amazing.
ways, and I looked mostly
That looks so
when you
cool.
take the streets compared to a few side roads, and the difference is 4 kilometers.
I mean, we're
so-
trying to dodge.
Yeah,
if we
you
see Clef.
children, you know the streets there, you know the sideways, the little things where you can
We
take
also have a
shortcut.
raptor.
Yeah, which means we have to take alleys because otherwise there might be more questions.
I don't think Gears cares about questions anymore.
No, Gears is
Yeah, but if they're looking for, I mean, by now we filled you in. If they mistake your dinosaur for something else dinosaur they're looking for, they might shoot yours. So
Totally shaken.
I think Kai and Gears are a little bit out of it after seeing a person die.
You see a man there approaching a blonde girl that two of you already saw.
Why are they all looking like?
John Lennon. I mean,
Yeah.
not quite, but
Does she see him?
She does see him. You from far away, you can see that they have a discussion. It's hard to understand from that distance, from where you starting seeing them first before you can hear them.
should we approach and just pretend we're here for other
Can the
reasons?
Mogwai or the gizmo, can they
Oh,
like
Amplify.
make sound hearable for us while we are still at a distance?
Yeah,
You
that's
can
a good
record,
idea.
but you cannot make the sound better from that distance. You would
Okay.
need.
Are there any
closer in.
visible weapons on this man?
No.
We should get closer, but like pretend like we're going to play at the beach. It's a fucking Saturday afternoon. Like, dude's not gonna suspect us.
Okay, if you say so.
I mean, we can flank. We can go two on each side and see what we can grasp from the conversation. If he starts threatening her, she's probably just gonna photograph her way out of there. But also, like, yeah, let's actually get around. I just want to know if she, like, perhaps if she goes invisible and bumps into one of us, or if she, like, literally evaporates.
Okay.
Unless you have a better plan.
No.
But we need to either hear what's going on or grab her and leg it. I don't know.
The reason I'm letting you stay a little bit further away is because you have a dinosaur with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gears
maybe
makes the surveillance where he is, and we go down.
Yeah, I guess so. At some point, you really have to teach Tiamat to just go home on her own in the sneakiest way possible.
maybe you guys
She
should
can,
stay
but I don't really
here.
want her to at the moment.
Amy?
Maybe Gears and Kai should stay here.
Yeah, okay. The two of us, let's go. We're just siblings playing at the fucking beach, I guess.
Have
Try
fun.
just try to calm
I
down
just
a
want
little
a
bit.
sneak from you. How good you blend in.
Okay.
Right,
That
we're
ends
good at
up being a
blending in.
good day today for sneak. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Nope.
I blend in. I'm the perfect
Yeah.
sister.
Hey, Kai,
Hmm,
there's no going back now, there, is there?
not really.
Come with me. We're going around the back.
Okay.
So for Amy and Fax, you hear a little bit what they're talking about. You hear the guy say, "You are the only one that can fast save them. Go there and help me to get them out of here." And you have she just replying, "I'm not working any longer for you guys."
Okay.
I'm going to, and Kai can join me if they want. I'm gonna try and sneak around the back, just behind
Yeah,
where she is. To, like,
I'm going with
here.
Gears, but Kai is like taking the ultimative sneak equipment, like she's holding a book, like she's reading it while walking. So she's going for a book reading sleepwalker mode. So it doesn't really matter if she looks out of it because book.
I'm attempting to hide with the advantage of a prehistoric lizard. It's like to be completely out of sight. Do I get +2 for
Yeah,
TM?
yes,
Sweet.
pursue from TM.
Does the book
Please.
give a bonus?
Damn
Because
it.
So for Amy and Kai in front, you see that he is mostly there and still trying to convince her. And he is, "I don't want you to work for us. I don't want you to go back." He lays something down that looks like a needle with something in there. He says, "Take this, take it
Syringe.
to her, give it to her, and go away with her. Look to get the others with you, go far away." He lays some paper there. "If you need something, call him." And at that moment, you see just him turning. "Is that a fucking dinosaur?"
No, it's a robot.
And
Build it.
you see her just
at the moment when you asked it, like
using the
Kai,
camera directly.
like in the moment where he asks, "Is this a dinosaur?" Kai drops her book, looks around. What are you talking about? Like looking straight as if she doesn't see Tiamat. And she looks really confused. I mean, she still looks a little out of it, but it's like, what are you talking about? Dinosaurs?
In this day and age? In
Exactly.
Scandinavia? Actually, yeah, I don't know how good the climate actually is.
We're not
Okay.
suspicious at all.
Do me. Can you do either contact, lead, or sneak? Right.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, well, I have to reopen the character sheet. So it was what? It was.
Either contact, lead, or sneak.
Oh, I'm so not good at this. I'm going for sneak again. It worked. up until now. Does the book give any kind of bonus?
So you just see that he is just for a moment taking up his glasses and going through his eyes. I need from Gears a sneak for Tiamat. It's your sneak +2.
Please.
Kai is totally sneaky today. I'm really impressed. Always one success in sneaking. Don't know how she's doing
No,
it.
see, look back. Okay, it was just a long day. There's no dinosaur. Oh no, she's gone. She's gone. And you see that he frantically looks around as though he's searching for something.
I've got a picture. We need to get it before him.
Quick.
So you have
Excuse
a
me,
free.
mister.
Yes.
Wouldn't there go with you right now? I'm trying to get his attention.
Okay, fine. Oh, fuck. Do you know I'm not good with investigation?
Make me a
Like,
charm.
when I'll help look for the stuff, like what
You have to do
room
a charm.
in the picture.
And I have to do an investigate, I presume, again.
Yes.
Investigate with the Mogwai?
Yes.
Yeah, please help. Please help, Kai. Please help.
Amy, you get his attention. He tries to lie as good as he can, but he's very a very bad liar. That you see.
Can I try and hit him with the frisbee in the hand?
Kai gets the Polaroid.
Oh, you found it good.
Fax, do me a force for the frisbee just.
Yeah, sure. I mean, force is good on me, and we'll see. Yep.
It's not for the putting on the head, but you see that Kai is very near him for the Polaroid, and you shoot the frisbee near Kai's foot.
To basically cover up the Polaroid.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. If people think there's no control shots with frisbees, there is.
Yeah, I bejagt the Polaroid with the frisbee together.
Kai, fancy meeting you here. Hey, are you done with your homework?
Yes?
We're just gonna
Like,
try to be loud and
hours?
obnoxious and get him to leave.
Yeah, he finds not the Polaroid. He leaves after a while. For Kai, who's standing closest, hears him talking to in a walkie-talkie. Okay, I need some sleep. I think I saw for a second a dinosaur. Can you remind me how long the medication that she takes still lasts? Okay, then it's not her fault that I saw it.
It was interesting. Adults are too easy.
Question, while he's standing there and talking to the walkie-talkie, is there anything I can grab from him without noticing? Like, I don't know, some handkerchief or something? So that later Tiamat can find him again if we need it?
You can try, but I need for that a stealth tree.
Okay, I don't try. Kai isn't sure enough of her
Fire is a
skill.
lifesaver.
There was never a dinosaur.
There
Okay,
was...
let's look at the Polaroid.
You see a Polaroid that was to take somebody a selfie 1 second before somebody that does an ollie on a skateboard went into her.
Oh,
Skate park.
okay. Now we know where to go.
Skate park.
Wait, that's
Here we
really near.
So, but we are now almost half 11.
Mm-hmm.
I think I leave it here.
Yeah, I think that's a good point to wrap up.
We
Just
can
before-
rejoin in 2 weeks. That
Mm.
is okay.
I just
Yeah,
warn
in 2
everyone
weeks.
before we start making our way to the skate park that is very near the
Where the
moat,
girl
so-
was shot, yeah. I think for now. Yeah, that will be on the 11th. Should be fine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the day before my vaccine shot. Before my second. I won't be out of commission just yet.
But I hope
Hey
you still
Tarina!
liked
Saw you
today's,
lurking.
session.
I hope you had fun watching. Don't know when you joined us, but I definitely saw you lurking.
What did you say?
I hope you liked today's session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as
I
always.
wonder.
Gears has a special look on his face.
He has saw a person die. He's a little bit out of it.
Yep.
Like I said before we start, last time before we start, this will be the final for this group here. So it's basically 2 Avengers combined.
Oh no.
That'll
The
be the end of
final.
Tales. Well, we can.
We can still do another Tales or a year later, but for
anything
what
else.
happened this summer and why it happened, that will all clear up in this one. But it's basically the final for that what I had planned.
I claim Rachel as my next character. Just gonna be different, kids. We'll see. We'll see if what it turns into. If it, yeah, there's so many
And
options.
Amy.
Yeah, Amy's young enough. She can stay.
Gears is
I
also
will be
young
group
enough.
leader.
But yeah,
Gears
we'll
is only
see.
13.
I'm 14. Fax is 14, so 15 is like the cutoff age, I think, or 16. But yeah, that was great. It's great to be back. Yeah, we'll see how many episodes that takes to solve this. We're usually very fast, so we'll see how
Around
it goes.
3 to 4.
Nice, okay, that gives us some time.
Yay.
This is crazy though.
See,
This
Ethan.
is really straight into the deep end.
It doesn't get any stranger than Stranger Things, right?
I don't know.
Feels
Watch
like a good
16-year-old
mix.
get a firing squad. That was horrifying.
Yeah.
So much going on, but yeah.
We saw the bad guy and probably both doctors are maybe the good guys that want to save this kid.
I mean, our general standpoint is we do not trust adults, except Russian spies, and even then, it took a while.
For good
Well,
reason.
they still need our help to solve their problems, so...
It's more like that. We use them when we need them, but it's mostly us helping them. But yeah, I think, yeah, this is where we're going to say goodbye, and let's leave this until next week is D&D.
I have next week no time. That's the reason
Okay.
I say also for 2
We're staying with Tales. So we'll see you again in 2 weeks. If anything comes up for Friday instead, I'll put it on my schedule. Thanks for watching. Also anyone who watched the VOD, and bye.
Bye.